For half a century, one name has whispered through the garages, drag strips, and backroads of America: Nova. It was the underdog muscle car that punched far above its weight. The street racer's secret weapon, the blue-collar dream that could outrun almost anything for half the price. And now, it's back. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 454 Big Block isn't just a return. It's a revival of defiance. A message from Chevy that raw power, steel, and soul still belong in an era obsessed with silence and screens. But here's the question on every enthusiast's mind. Is this new Nova truly the reincarnation of the legend, or just a nameplate revived for nostalgia? Let's find out, because what you're about to see might just change what you believe about American muscle. To understand why the 2026 Nova SS matters, you have to go back to the roots, to 1968. When the Nova became the people's performance car. It wasn't flashy like the Corvette, or monstrous like the Chevelle. It was compact, lightweight, and brutally quick, especially when someone dropped a big block under that simple hood, the infamous 454. That engine didn't just make power, it made legends. But as the years rolled by, emissions, insurance, and modern trends buried the Nova name under layers of forgotten history. The world moved on. Hybrids, EVs, and algorithms took over. The sound of a real big block became a ghost. Until now, Chevrolet's engineers, backed by the Heritage Division that helped build the Camaro ZL1 and Corvette 06, decided to bring back the Nova, but not as a marketing gimmick. As a statement, the 2026 Nova SS 454 Big Block is their answer to a world that forgot what it means to feel horsepower. It's aimed squarely at purists, drivers who want to hear the engine before they even see the car. And from the moment you lay eyes on it, you know this isn't nostalgia dressed in plastic. It's a car built with intent, a machine that looks back at the 70s and then hits fast forward with 21st century precision. But does it live up to its legendary name? Let's take a closer look. From the first glance, the 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS looks like it means business. It's bold, low, and aggressive, with that unmistakable Chevy muscle DNA baked into every line. The front end is pure intimidation, a squared-off grille inspired by the 1970 Nova, blacked out with a floating SS badge at the center. Dual LED beams pierce through the darkness like headlights from a muscle ghost. Below, a massive front splitter and functional vents channel air straight to the 454's hungry heart. The profile keeps things clean: long hood, short deck, wide stance. A silhouette that looks fast even at a standstill. The fenders bulge with confidence, hugging 20-inch forged wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. Move to the rear, and the story gets even better. Quad exhaust tips thunder out from a sculpted diffuser, while the LED taillights echo the old-school square layout that every Nova fan remembers. Subtle chrome touches remind you this isn't just performance, it's heritage reborn. But pop that hood, and the legend comes alive. Underneath sits a 7.4-liter naturally aspirated big block V8, the modern 454. Hand-assembled, aluminum block, direct injection, 625 horsepower, and a jaw-dropping 620 lb-ft of torque. No hybrid assist, no electric gimmicks. Just raw, unfiltered mechanical power, the kind that shakes the ground and your soul. And yes, it's available with a 6-speed manual transmission. Because Chevy knows, real drivers shift their own fate. Inside, the Nova's cabin strikes a rare balance between old-school grit and modern comfort. The dashboard is minimal, driver-focused, and wrapped in suede and carbon fiber. The analog-style gauges pay tribute to the 70s, while a center touchscreen floats seamlessly, offering Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a performance telemetry suite straight from the Corvette. The seats? Bolstered leather with SS embroidery. They hold you like a race harness but comfort you like a cruiser. Drive it, and the Nova feels alive. It's surprisingly refined. The adaptive dampers soak up bumps, but when you switch to Sport Plus mode, everything changes. The throttle sharpens, the steering tightens, and that 454 roars like it's been waiting decades to wake up Tunnel Row 60. Just 3.6 seconds. Quarter mile? Mid-11s, but those are just numbers. The feeling is what sells it. Every gear shift, every crack of the exhaust, makes you smile like a kid seeing their first burnout. And just when you think you felt it all, Chevy teases something more. A rumored Supersport R edition, possibly supercharged, pushing 700 plus horsepower, but that's for another video. Out on the open highway, the new Nova SS 454 stops being just a car. It becomes a statement. You turn the key, and that big block comes alive with a deep, thunderous growl that sends chills through your spine. Every rev feels personal, mechanical, not digital. The steering wheel trembles, the rear tires squirm, and you can smell raw gasoline and nostalgia in the air. You punch it, and suddenly, the world turns into a blur of torque and adrenaline. First gear, gone. Second, traction barely holds. Third, you're flying. The sound, it's not a note. It's a roar of rebellion. Every curve feels controlled but alive. The Nova doesn't just go fast, it fights the road, demanding your attention, your respect, your full focus. And that's what makes it beautiful. It's not about perfection. It's about passion. Chevy could have gone the easy route, slapped the Nova badge on an EV or a Turbo 4 coupe. But they didn't. They gave us a real V8 monster in 2026. In a time when most brands are surrendering to silence, Chevy lit the fuse again, and in that moment, as the sun sets, engine echo fading, you realize this isn't just a car launch. It's a cultural reset. The Nova is proof that muscle still has a pulse. So what's the verdict on the 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 454 Big Block? It's loud. It's unapologetic. It's everything modern cars are afraid to be. And that's exactly why it works. Let's be honest, it's not perfect. It's thirsty. It's heavy. And if you're looking for lane-keeping assists or quiet eco modes, you're in the wrong video. But if you care about feeling something real when you drive, if you still believe cars should have soul, then this machine is your anthem. The Nova SS gives you the power of a muscle car with the control of a modern sports coupe. It's built for purists, for those who still believe a steering wheel should fight back a little, and an exhaust should make your heart race before your foot even hits the pedal. It's a statement that says, we're not done yet. That the American muscle spirit isn't fading, it's evolving, roaring back with modern engineering and old-school heart. And here's the truth. The world needs cars like this, because every time one like the Nova is born, it reminds us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. So, what do you think? Is the 2026 Nova SS the true rebirth of American muscle, or just a glorious farewell before everything goes electric? Tell me in the comments, because I want to know where you stand. And if this car stirred even a bit of that old-school fire inside you. Don't just watch, become part of this family. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join our community of dreamers, drivers, and believers. Because as long as people like you keep watching, the roar of the Nova will never die.